I'm so glad that in just wearing a high collared sweater, I look like a TV evangelist. You know, friends, the Lord has a special message for you. That's right. There's so much that the Lord has in store for you. And I hope you listen to our message tonight. And of course, one of our greatest Christians that we've ever had is a fellow named Mike Pillow. Now, granted, he often can use saucy talk when he is in a deposition type of a circumstance, but let me tell you, he is a true patriot. He wants a Christian. He doesn't just want an evangelical America. He wants a televangelical America, and that's why I side with him, friends. Yes. So praise Jesus and pass the mustard. And tonight we will get an inspirational message. We will go straight to the Shark Tank Studios, where the biggest money-making preacher event of our time, the Great Awakening / Great Reset, look out, awaken America, wake up maggots, I think I got something to say to you. We shall have a little message from our dear friend, the lovely and talented Mike Pillow. And don't think for a second, if I may, praise Jesus and pass the mustard. And by the way, I do believe Pastor Mustard is going to be with us a little bit later on with his magic use of the word, and I do mean Christian magic, use of the word heen. He will be saying the magic heen properly to invoke. It's just a word that came out of his face when we were speaking in tongues once, heen. And he will lay a heen on you later. I don't want you to look at this crowd and think that, my goodness, there are a lot of empty white chairs in that crowd. I don't want you to think that. I want you to think the exact opposite of what you're thinking right now and go, oh my God, this place is packed. They're never going to have enough chairs for how many people want to be in there. So anyways, heen to you and yours. Let's do it. This is a short little message about how Argentina, which is now being run by a doped up sex fiend who is going to dollarize the economy, I guess, is what's next for America. This is entitled, It Can Be Done. Look at Argentina and what happens when you have elections, not selections. That's right. How they pick a pope, bad. Just saying. Here we go.
What they fear.
Oh, God. My Lord, that is loud. Heavens.
Most was that we're getting rid of these electronic voting machines.
Well,
that's what it's all about. That's why they attacked. They know.
Yes, some people think that the hokey pokey is what it's all about. It is not. It's about getting rid of electronic voting machines, because even though in the last election, every time there was a recount, we ended up with more votes for Biden, that's not going to stop us from wanting to make sure that every vote is counted until we're really miserable.
That's what I stand for. We have to get rid of these computers in our elections. And the great things have happened. I'm going to tell you about the plan in a minute and what.
Well, you better start, because this clip is only 2 minutes and 21 seconds. You have 1 minute until you have to tell us, and then 1 minute to tell us what the plan is. It should be in this. I don't know why. If the plan is just to get rid of the machines, just say the plan is to get rid of the machines. I don't know why I'm still talking like a TV preacher. It must be the sweater.
And I'm going to give you hope from August until now and where we're going.
And then that's it? Just hope from August till now? And then when does hope end? I guess tomorrow, later on, as soon as you're done talking?
Our great real president called me on Thanksgiving to wish me happy Thanksgiving. But one of the things he said,
yeah, apparently he didn't have plans and he was home by himself on Thanksgiving. Did he at least stop chewing long enough? All right.
Are you going to have these elections fixed in time? You know, the only way I can lose. He said the only way I can lose is if they steal it again. And I said, sir, they're already fixed against you. I said.
So what the fuck what's the point? if it's already fixed, you don't have a shot, dum-dum. Yeah, wait, Biden called him? Yes. Biden apparently go, no. Yeah, that part I don't get. Asshat, if they already have it, if they were able to rig it when they weren't in power, now they are in power, and they already have it rigged, are you just telling them to just fucking pack up and move?
We need to secure them and get rid of these machines, which we're going to do.
That won't do anything. None of it was because of overcounting or literally nowhere. Nowhere did the machines have any impact on it. As a matter of fact, their biggest complaint is mail-in ballots. Remember that? They're just giving, people could just mail in ballots. So who gives a fuck if they're counted with a machine or not? There's still going to be the same amount of votes if that's the problem. The machines weren't the problem. The machines counted the exact number of ballots and votes that came in there. If you're just eyeballing it, at least the machines can use like a UPC symbol to tell you if the ballot is legit. I honest to God, this is not the problem they said caused the rigging. I don't understand.
And they, by the way, you all seen, there's a couple things.
You all saw?
One of is, you might have seen the ruling that came out of Georgia. That ruling, it was a Democrat, or it was a Obama-appointed judge, and it was a case with old crooked Brad Rassenberger down there. And what this judge,
Republican Secretary of State, just for the record,
was, if you missed it, she said, yes, there is problems. These experts said there is problems with these electronic voting machines. Why aren't we looking into it? That you could. And she said something really significant. She said, and if you question them, you're not a conspiracy theorist. I'm going, what? I got to take off my tinfoil hat on national TV, right?
Oh, okay. So, no, questioning them is not a conspiracy theory. Worrying about them, saying, I don't understand technology, somebody could, obviously hackers can do amazing things. Are we protecting against these things? Like, asking questions, that doesn't make you a conspiracy theorist. Saying that the votes bounced off a Spanish satellite, went to Spain, got counted by the Chinese, and sent back to the United States, while like black election workers because of a broken algorithm, had to backfill faked ballots to a specific number, helped by the Chinese with these like ballots that were printed with panda jizz in the paper. That's the conspiracy part. Being concerned, file this under the I'm just asking questions horseshit. You're not just asking questions. Was it Italy? I thought well, Italy is where, that's right. It went through Spain, was counted in Italy, and then the Chinese gave the ballots. Right. Okay. Sorry. I get his bullshit very knotted up in my head.
So that was pretty interesting.
All the way. By the way, that was pretty interesting. Yes, it was. It was very interesting. Also, nice red, white, and blue microphone. You absolute asshat. Seriously? Look. You're speaking at a conference. You're not fucking Skinnerd. Jesus Christ. It looks like a bomb pop. Jesus. That's, try harder.
I actually did take off my tinfoil hat, and Jimmy Kimmel did a skit on it, which once again got the word out for us, right?
Right, so he's part of the plan. I see. So Kimmel's in on it? Is that what you're saying? Like he knows, huh? He might be, you son of a bitch.
But then there was shortly after that, everybody, you all seen this, that it can be done.
You all saw this.
Argentina, if you guys missed this, Argentina, a judge made one ruling last summer, said we got to get rid of these machines. We got to go to paper ballots, hand counted. And they did it in 4.5 months, faster than the Netherlands, and they had an election instead of a selection. Their whole country, first election they had in decades.
Okay, that's the idea that um, Milei was voted in for real. Well, I mean, honestly, part of the reasons why they wouldn't have electronic voting in, I would guess, um, in Argentina is because they don't have enough money to keep to have electricity. It's a country on the brink of collapse. The idea, and by the way, Milei didn't win outright. He won, and then they had a runoff, and then he can't form a government because of the same kind of split parliamentary thing that they have. So he's just saying fuck it, and moving ahead. It's ridiculous. Also, I have to check this real quick. Yeah, Argentina has about 3 more million people in it than California does for the population. Yeah, 45 million. Oh, not even more. Not even that. So a million more than California, because I think California is what, 44? Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, we're at 38.9 and 40, somewhere between that and 41. So yeah, there's about 3 million people more in Argentina for all practical purposes. Yeah, 6 million. Let's go with 6 million. 6 million more than are in California. Yeah, one of our states has nearly as many people as the entire country. Yeah. So, anyways, congratulations to Argentina on their new governor. So, also this idea that that's the guy that got in, that's the guy that specifically got in because, get out of here. That's the guy that specifically got in because God had a hand in it and no machines were picking stuff is just ridiculous, because the guy's going to dollarize the economy, he's allowing people to sell their kidneys, for fuck's sake. That's the guy God wanted chosen. Lord Almighty. I'm not kidding, by the way. So, hold on. Let's see. Where is it? There two. So here's an article in the Wall Street Journal, just in case you think that that I guess they've turned some corner. Why you should be able to sell your kidney. Now, why would somebody write an article about that recently in the Wall Street Journal? Well, because Javier Milei won the Argentine presidency with a promise to rip up the state, dynamite the central bank, and ditch the peso for the dollar. All are controversial, but none so controversial as his belief that there should be a legal market in human organs. The yuck factor led him to play down his views as the election neared, but trading in organs is one of the most interesting libertarian ideas, and regarded with horror by critics who see it as the purest form of dystopian capitalism. There are two compelling reasons to allow people to sell their organs. While the counter-arguments tend to overlook the basic question of economics, what is the alternative? We shouldn't expect to be trading kidney futures in Chicago anytime soon, but the case for and against putting a price on kidneys goes to the heart of the debate about capitalism. For, freedom. I own my own body, so if I want to sell part of it, that's up to me. I have the right to injure or to kill myself, at least in the most developed countries, and I have the right to donate a kidney for altruistic reasons. Why can't I sell a kidney? This is also the political argument for capitalism espoused by Friedrich Hayek and Milton Friedman. For it works better. For, legalize and regulate. Right, you can only sell one kidney until yours grows back. Even if morally repulsive, if a black market in kidneys is going to exist anyway, maybe it's better to have it regulated and done properly. Yes, that's the pot argument about kidneys. And I have to say, since I don't have the ability to do I knew that at some point the kidney was going to come for us. Somehow. That's the best I can do with that when I'm on the road. I'll work on it. Anyways, that's why I came back. And I would just like to say that, for the record, this asshole thinks that Mike Pillow thinks that Javier Milei was basically chosen by God to be the president of Argentina so that people could sell their kidneys. That's great. It's terrific. Yeah, just on point.